casually cosplays Jake, because reasons. So anyway, today I want to talk about something that I've had friends, family, and internet people ask about. What does my depression feel like? What is depression? I thought it was pretty obvious, but some people apparently don't know. So I shall share my vast wealth of knowledge from having it. I was diagnosed with depression about 2 years ago. I've had it in bits and pieces for about 5 years now. And I've got some other crap going on in my head, but that is for another day. But the depression part, what does it feel like? It feels like you're alone. It feels like you're alone in a rainforest. And the trees are so big around and so high that you can't climb them. And it's always raining, and you can't get out, and you're always just alone. Depression is people telling you they care about you and that they love you, but you feel alone anyway. People saying, you can talk to me, reach out to me, I'm here for you, and then you avoid them. Depression is looking at a meal and going, looking at your favorite meal and going, I'm not hungry. Depression is lying awake for 12 hours staring at the ceiling, thinking about goats and how sad you are. Depression is crying over, literally crying over spilled milk because you did something wrong and you just feel awful now. Depression is pushing people away because you don't want to make them sad. Depression is letting your chores build up until they're crumbling down around you. For me, depression has been a lot of bursts of sadness at random times. I'll just be sitting in my room and suddenly it just collapses in on me. I'll be out in public, at a restaurant, doing school, and it just crumbles. And everything in my head is awful, and the smallest thing will take me off. My mom asked me to cook dinner the other night, and I just started bawling like a little kid. It's not easy having depression because it's kind of like this evil horseman standing behind with the reins, and he keeps pulling on the reins every time you try and get happy, and just pulling you back into that sadness. And, things like, oh, we'll get over it. Smile. Just be happy about something. That doesn't work. Or maybe it will for like 12 hours. Because I can be like the happiest, cheeriest person you're ever gonna fucking meet. And I can be friendly and funny and energetic, but then I'll come home and crash. And I've had a lot of people go, you don't seem depressed. You don't know me. And I'm an actor. I can hide that shit if I want to. Depression is really, really hard because you feel hurt and sad and just angry at yourself and the world and very sad, and everyone around you is just like, why are you being so lazy? Oh my god, you're so down, I don't want to deal with this. And then you do tell them that you have depression, and some of the reactions I've gotten are, no way, you're just having a bad day. Oh, you have a mental disease? Oh, that explains a lot. Pfft, depression's not real. You're overreacting for attention. All things I've heard. And it only really hit people that I wasn't telling the truth when a doctor diagnosed me, and they're like, your kid has severe depression, you should take care of that. And my mom was just like, oh? I hadn't noticed. I was like, a lot of people also ask about my self-harm history. I have had, self-harm urges, feelings, and even done it a couple times. I'm not as bad as most people. I have a really good sense of self-preservation. If something's gonna hurt me, chances are I won't do it. That doesn't mean that I don't want to. I have some scars here somewhere from a pair of nail clippers that got too close on a bad day. I've never actually cut myself, but I've done some other things. My main is I'll scratch until I bleed. I'll just scratch everything, and it's disgusting and nasty and But there are alternatives to that, and my biggest alternative is drawing. Take where you want to put scars and put art there instead. I have a cool one on my leg right now, but I'm not sure how I'd show that. But I've been known to do fantastic mosaic-type doodles along my arms, legs, sides, even along my neck, when I'm depressed. And it's the only time that I'm truly artistic. But that's what I do instead of hurt myself. I get a marker, go crazy. and that's a good way to do it. Another way that I work through my depression is I roleplay. I take a character and I give them depressed feelings, and then I have them deal through it, and that helps me deal through it without having to hurt myself or anyone else. Because if I'm Aridin and he's depressed, he can lash out, and he can go to Solix and ask for help, or kill someone, or break up with someone, or do whatever he has to do to work through those feelings, and that helps me work through them. Which is how I do. So that's that on coping mechanisms. I talk. If I'm in a mood, I'll talk to someone, if they will listen. A lot of people will tell you, oh, I'd love to listen, and I'm here for you, and then they're not. It's like, they like the thought of being there and helping you out, but when it actually comes down to being there and helping you out, well, then it's just difficult, and that's more than most people can deal with. It's funny how my friend group significantly dwindled when I came out as having depression. And a lot of the reason was, oh, well, you're just sad all the time. I can't really hang out with that. You're too much work. And, you know, that tells you that, well, they're not real friends now, are they? So let me see if I got all the questions there. What does depression feel like? Pretty much answered that. What are my coping mechanisms? How did my family deal with it? That was one I get. My brother has been really sweet and supportive and great about it. He's just like, whenever I'm sad, he'll bring me tea. He'll force feed me sometimes because I will refuse to eat. My mom, however, wasn't good about it. She refused to accept that I had depression until the doctor, took me aside and asked my mom to leave and did a couple tests on me and goes, you have severe depression, and told my mom that. And that was, the only time she accepted it. And my father still won't. He just says that I'm overreacting and that my brain is too lazy to produce happy hormones. He doesn't even know what they're called. My dad's an entirely different story. Oh yeah, the other question I got is warning signs. What are warning signs of depression? For me, it was not eating or overeating. I would not eat for 3 or 4 days and get so weak that I could hardly drag myself out of bed. My mom would yell and scream, but I wouldn't eat. I'd eat a few bell peppers or a slice of apple and nothing else the entire day. Or I would just be eating constantly. Anything around me I'd put in my mouth. And not sleeping, staying up till 2 or 3 a.m. and then getting up at 8 a.m. again, or oversleeping and going to bed at 8 and getting up at 10, which is shit ton of sleep. Not focusing on what I was doing was a big one. That was how my girlfriend kind of figured it out, is that, I'm usually a really focused person. I get something, I deal with it, and I do it, and she noticed that something was wrong when I just started kind of not giving a shit about anything that I used to like. I drifted away from my cosplay, from my friends, from everything when my depression really hits, and that's how she can tell. Another big warning sign— oh wait, I just forgot it. I had this 30 seconds ago, I swear. Another big warning sign is pushing people away. I pushed away a lot of my friends. What friends, really? When I started getting really depressed. Or not really my friends, but my friend group. I didn't participate in Skype chats. I didn't make phone calls. I didn't reach out to people. I just kind of stayed into myself because I didn't really want that to spread over. So those are most of the warning signs that I can think of. Obviously, if someone starts wearing long sleeves all the time, check them. If you're close enough to someone to just be like, yo, let me see your arms, do it. Because sometimes people need that intervention, and everyone's, oh, I'll be gentle, be sweet. Nah, man, if they're self-harming, you get in there and you be like, the fuck is with you? You need some help? I'ma help you. Let's go get ice cream, bitch. Take care of them. If somebody is depressed, if somebody is suicidal, if someone is hurting, for the love of God, take care of them. For me, my hardest thing is feeling alone all the time. I feel like I'm always alone, always by myself. I need someone to come in and give me a hug and be like, dude, I care about you, Let's go watch a movie. And sometimes I don't want people to get all sappy and, oh, well, I understand that you have this disease. Nah, man, I just feel like shit. Okay, bring me some ice cream or whatever else food I like. Give me one of my favorite movies. Pull up some stinking YouTube fails, man. But show me that you're there. Show me that you still care, that you love me. Hug me, for the love of God. Don't leave people alone when they're depressed, because chances are that's when they need you more than ever. So that's pretty much my guide to depression, how to deal with it, how family dealt with it, warning signs, coping mechanisms, the works. If you guys like it, I will do little bits on the other things that happen in my head. And yeah. Also, Jake cosplay. Yeah. I don't have the actual shirt on right now because it's buried in a box somewhere, but I finally kind of got the hair to work. Whee! This took forever. Homestuck hair is impossible, I swear to God. But anyway, thank you all for watching. If you have depression yourself, I'm here. And I'm always open to talk because I'm a total chattermouth. You have depression, you need someone to talk to, head to my cosplay blog at Dragonworks Cosplay, message me and be like, yo, this isn't cosplay, but I just need someone to talk to really bad. And you can have my Skype if you want, I just don't want to give it out in person, or not in person, but as a general. Come to me personally and I'll give you my Skype and we can chat. If you know someone who's dealing with depression, try and be there for them, show them that you care about them, you know, everything I just said like 2 minutes ago. So, I think that's everything. Thank you all so much for watching. Have a good day.